Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything under all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, we're going to talk about Kemi Badenoch, the future Prime Minister of Great Britain, and the hypocrisy of the Nigerian elite. How the leader of the Conservative Party in the United Kingdom has exposed the hypocrisy of the Nigeria's political elite, and they are not happy about it. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Welcome. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Kemi Badenoch is the leader of the Conservative Party in the United Kingdom. And if election were to be held today and the Conservative Party wins majority in the parliament, she stands a chance to be the new Prime Minister of Great Britain. That is a great achievement for a young lady, a young child that grew up in Nigeria to have risen to that position. It is a notable achievement by any means. Coming from the background she came from and given the color of her skin, rising to be the leader of the Conservative Party in the United Kingdom is not a tea party. She merited it. And because she merited it, she also has the confidence of the British people. But Nigerian government don't like her to tell the truth. The uncomfortable truth she spoke about Nigeria has gotten our political elite on overdrive. This young woman has pointed out about corruption in Nigeria, on how nothing works in Nigeria, all thanks to corruption and corrupt leadership in Nigeria. Those are historical facts. Those are contemporary facts about Nigeria. Incidentally, I don't know how Nigerian political elite expect her to tell a lie about Nigeria for somebody who is the leader of the Conservative Party in UK. One, the British people know the history of Nigeria at the back of their hands. The British Council in Nigeria and all their spies in Nigeria, they know the truth about Nigeria, and they are filing that diplomatic telegram every day, telling them how Nigeria is, how corrupt Nigeria is as a nation. When we are doing our political campaigns, how our leaders are buying presidential tickets under the guise of delegates' votes, they have all these things at the back of their hands. So they know that this country is very corrupt. Even our leaders knows it, including the celebrated authors like Chinua Achebe, who emphasized on this issue of corruption in his book, The Trouble with Nigeria. So what Kemi Badenoch said is already known to the British. Everything about Nigeria, they know it. That is why even you and I, if we are having debate now on which part of the country is own this or that, we will make reference to a book published through a research done by the University of London, University of Oxford, or Oxford University. We know this. So if Kemi Badenoch said paper over the reality of Nigeria, she will bury her political career in UK, because the UK people know everything about Nigeria, more than we even know ourselves here. So why are you expecting her to tell a lie? She shouldn't have put it that way. How? We are in this country. When Buhari was president and he was visiting UK, David Cameron described Nigeria as a fantastically corrupt country. That was the title of my book on Amazon. It's still available there. Go to Amazon and pick that book, The Making of a Fantastically Corrupt Country. I authored it because of the title I got from David Cameron, that Nigeria is a fantastically corrupt country. And I gave, in that book give you the historical perspective of corruption in Nigeria, the political perspective of corruption in Nigeria. It gives you historical background, right from the slave trade era to the present, the making of a fantastically corrupt country. And David Cameron said it in the presence of Muhammad Buhari. Of course, Muhammad Buhari was more honest. He didn't challenge David Cameron. He said, yeah, I agree that, but we want the money that was repatriated, money in your country to be repatriated to Nigeria. That's what we are trying to do. We know we are a corrupt country. That was an honest admission. So that is a fact. Nobody can deny it. If you are in denial, go and check the Transparency International Corruption Perception Index of Nigeria. Go and see how corrupt this country had been. So there's nothing that this woman said that is out of ordinary or something that is not true. That's our historical fact. We buy votes with glee in Nigeria. Where is that done? Politically buy votes. So that's on one side, the hypocrisy of the Nigerian elite. They know this, but they don't want her to say it. But if she doesn't say it, she will bury her political career in UK, because it means that she's been a dishonest person, and they cannot tolerate such kind of open dishonesty, because they know Nigeria, that Nigeria is corrupt. Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Okay? Nigeria is also one of the most insecure countries in the world. As I talk to you, many farmers cannot go to farms in Nigeria. Kemi Badenoch talked about insecurity. Insecurity. When she was talking about insecurity in Nigeria, it hadn't gotten this worse. The incidence of insecurity she experienced, or the environment where she grew up, she experienced within that environment, it hasn't gotten this worse as we have in Nigeria now, that farmers cannot go to farm. People cannot travel on the roads. This Christmas, many people cannot travel because of insecurity. So what are we talking about? She was absolutely on point on many of the issues she raised. Then let's look at this. I found the hypocrisy of some of those who are even challenging her. Let me take you, for example. Look at the Vice President of Nigeria, who was talking about Kemi Badenoch not identifying with Nigeria. And Kemi Badenoch replied him that she was more Yoruba than Nigeria. And that is absolutely true. The late sage, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who is the numero uno in Yoruba political hierarchy, forever, literally, has said that he was first a Yoruba before he became a Nigerian. In the books of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, he is more Yoruba than he was Nigerian. So what is new about Kemi Badenoch saying that she identifies more with being Yoruba and less of Nigeria? And before I forget, this Kashim Shettima, in 2022, when they were campaigning, openly said that Peter Obi can only be president in Igbo land. That is how tribalistic the APC and himself was. Say that Peter Obi can only be president in Igbo land. And as I talk to you, there are people in Nigeria, including those who are criticizing Kemi Badenoch, who attacked some people in Lagos because they are Igbo. We have on record the present special advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, warning the Igbos in Lagos that 2023 will be the last time they interfere. An Igbo living in Nigeria cannot contest the election, cannot show political interest in the election under the APC. And they are warning that this 2023 is the last time Igbo will interfere in their election. These same hypocrites are now condemning somebody who was able to, a Yoruba person was able to rise to the position that she is now a potential British Prime Minister, saying that she doesn't identify much with Nigeria. If Kemi Badenoch was in Nigeria, could he have been elected the leader of APC? Could she have been elected the leader of PDP? Has we ever seen that? They are hypocrisy. But this woman had been elected and put in a pole position to be the next leader of United Kingdom. They didn't consider her background, everything. They found her worthy to occupy the position. But under Tinubu administration, under the APC, they are warning Igbos living in Lagos that they cannot talk about Lagos politics, even though they live in Lagos, registered in Lagos as voters. That was what the message they were selling. These same hypocrites are now angry that Kemi Badenoch say, I don't want to identify with Nigeria. I am more Yoruba than Nigeria. I have nothing in common with people of the North. She has a right to say so. What is her commonality with them? What is her commonality with them? In her own estimation, he has nothing in common with them. It is that same sense of not having anything in common with the rest of Nigeria. That was why Kashim Shettima could be able to say that Peter Obi can only be president in Igbo land. As I talk to you now, there are people who are saying, among them those who are criticizing Kemi Badenoch, who are saying that an Igbo can never be president. Go all over social media, you see them. Many of them far more educated than Kemi Badenoch. Igbo can never be president. But you are celebrating somebody who is a Yoruba, had risen to the position of becoming potential Prime Minister of Britain. You are angry about that. But within your own country, you have already drawn a red line. These people can never be. These people can never be. Are you not a hypocrite? Are you not a hypocrite? That is the question you ask yourself. Are you not a hypocrite? You that say that an Igbo can never be president. You that say that Peter Obi can only be president in Igbo land. Are you not a hypocrite when you are talking about Kemi Badenoch identifying with you as one Nigeria, as one country? When you had already drawn line in the sand, determining who can be what in Nigeria. And Kemi Badenoch said, that is why I don't want this country. I don't want to have anything to do with this country. She knew that the position she had risen to in England, she will never rise to that position in Nigeria. She will never rise to that position. there will be so many reasons why she wouldn't be allowed to attend that position. So that is a fact. We have to tell ourselves the gospel truth that Nigeria is not working. And we have to thank Kemi Badenoch to say that Nigeria is not working. We cannot continue to pretend that we live in a nation that works. It's not working. It's not working. Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. Nigeria used to be recently the biggest economy in Africa. Now it's number 4 and it's getting worse. What is there to make anybody to be proud to be a Nigerian? If Nigeria is working, Kemi Badenoch will be proud to say that she's a Nigerian. And that will also mean that even the British, the spies the spies from the British embassy who are living in Nigeria would have also been filing that similar report. Now Nigeria is a great country. Nigeria's economy is going to be the biggest economy in the world in the next 2 years. Nigeria's economy is going to be one of the fastest growing in ICT. Nigeria's economy is going to dominate the world's ICT. Nigeria's economy is going to dominate in neurosciences. Nigeria's economy is going to dominate in blockchain technology. If we are such a nation, people will identify to be Nigerians. You don't have to beg them. They will gladly say that they will have Nigerian roots. But we are not in a position where anybody could be proud. The other day, I can't remember the name of the pastor, that they were reporting that he will soon be deported from UK. And many Nigerians who are celebrating that, they say, yes, it serves him right to be deported. If Kemi Badenoch is in a position of that pastor, did anybody give a damn about him? It is his own can to carry, whether they deport him or not. But because Kemi Badenoch is a success story, we like to come and claim it and begin to act funny in the process. She has said her mind, and what she has said is not new to us. We say it to ourselves here every day. And to even think that the world is not aware that until Kemi Badenoch say it, then the world now began to know that Nigeria is a terrible place. No, you don't need Kemi Badenoch. The world already knew. Their embassies are filing every day of the terrible things happening in Nigeria. A country that is virtually on the verge of a first stage status, which Obasanjo, one of the best of our president, probably the best we have had since 1999. Obasanjo and I also acknowledge that we are on the path of a first state, like Somalia. Because if you look at Nigeria today, there are so many ungoverned states, ungoverned spaces that are being controlled by several warlords under the guise of bandits, just like in Somalia. So what are we talking about? This woman told us the gospel truth, what we ought to have done as a nation. How do we run a better country? How do we run a better country? How do we run an inclusive country? How do we run a country in which the best of the best are in charge of our country, no matter where they were born, no matter the circumstances of their upbringing? When are we going to have a country in which those who govern it are not selected based on ethnic bigotry and religious bigotry, but based on their character and their capacity to deliver? That is what we should be talking about. We should be grateful to Kemi Badenoch for telling us the gospel truth about our country. What we cannot tell ourselves. What we cannot tell ourselves. She's telling us, because we know this truth, that our country is not working, and that corruption is the reason why our country is not working, and that we have an ethnic problem. We have an ethnic problem. We have a religious problem. And until we overcome this, we are not heading anywhere. We are not going anywhere. Kemi Badenoch should have been proud to be a Nigerian if Nigeria is working. But Nigeria is not working, did not work for her, and Nigeria is still not working. We can only put our mind and say, okay, Kemi Badenoch has challenged us. We are going to put a better president to start a new Nigeria in 2027, instead of pretending that we are offended by her honesty in telling this country the gospel truth and telling the world what the world already knew about Nigeria. Is it Kemi Badenoch that told the countries of the world to treat our passport with disdain? She was not the one, because the world already knew who we are. We can only pretend pretentious anger towards Kemi Badenoch for saying the things about us that is already known to the whole world. I don't know, what do you think about this? What do you think about Kemi Badenoch? As far as I can see, she deserves her flowers for reminding us that we have missed it for so long, that we have to retrace our steps if truly we want to build a united Nigeria. What is your view on this? Let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.